Okay, everybody, and hello to the final episode of the FIFA 21 Career Mode with Schalke. You can see here the boys are getting off the bus to face Atletico Madrid at the Manchester City Etihad Stadium in the Europa League Final. Stadium looks brilliant, packed out with the Schalke and Atletico fans. It is a big one. It is an absolutely massive one. Here come the teams. James Ward-Prowse, captain for this one. Jimenez for Atletico. There's the trophy. See the route to the final. Atletico beating Galatasaray, Leipzig and Sevilla on the way to the final to meet us in Manchester. The lineups are in. The players are warmed up and ready. The lads listen to the Europa League anthem, which is underrated, by the way. We await kickoff. It is only moments away. The lads are more than ready. As ready as they'll ever be for this. There's no do-overs, no second chances. One chance, one opportunity to write your names in the history books and become the champions of the Europa League. Let's take a look at the teams for Schalke. As expected, it will be Renault in goal. In the back, it is Kolasinac, Nastasic, Kabak and Furlong. Ward-Prowse and Moiga is in. Rakitic slightly ahead of them with Harit and Shaqiri wide and Supriyaha up top, the young Ukrainian, of course. I've ended up going for Habib Moiga over club captain Omar Mascaral because I think he is a better fit for this game. I think he's going to be better on the ball. That is what I've gone for anyway. The reliability of Mascaral may be missed, but we'll only have to wait and see, won't we? For Atletico Madrid, in goal it is of course Jan Oblak, Jimenez, Montero and Sula. In defence, Fabian Llorente, Kondogbia, Saul and Jorginho on the right side of the midfield there, with João Felix and Luis Suarez up front. A very conservative Atletico lineup. No more waiting. The Europa League Final is underway and James Ward-Prowse has possession for Schalke. Get a feel for the game, lads. This is the calm before the storm still here as we're knocking it around early doors. Oh, Rakitic has lost it already. Oh dear. Here is Luis Suarez for Atletico Madrid. Kondogbia with a brilliant pass for Jorginho. Jorginho gets to the edge of our area. He's in our area. Dancing around with Kolasinac. Gets through. Furlong has to head it away. Rakitic now can get rid to James Ward-Prowse. It can't quite reach him though. Here's Saul into Jorginho, and Renault has to make the save. Fabian Llorente into João Felix. Quite progressive from Atletico, which I didn't really expect. I expected a very defensive minded performance from them, but maybe they just know they're better than us. And João Felix here pops one over the top for Fabian. Furlong is there. No, it's gone through him. And Fabian has scored for Atletico. The worst possible start. As Fabian capitalises on, I guess it's a mistake from Furlong. Let's see. I think he thinks he's got it. He's taken the ball. He skipped past him. He's gotten a touch and skipped past him. But yeah, it's not gone with him, has it? And Fabian uses the outside of his boot to curl it into the far corner. We're 1-0 down in the final. Kolasinac picks up the ball and switches it for James Ward-Prowse. He's going to have a big game today. Still plenty of time for us in this. Ball over for Kolasinac. Brings it inside for Rakitic. Didn't quite get much on it. Oblak now with the ball in his hands. Kicks it out. Oh, he's kicked it against Montero here, but Jimenez, unfortunately for them, tidy that one up. Quickly from back to front now. Here is Llorente into Saul. There's a gap here for João Felix on this right-hand side of our defence again. Llorente plays a ball in for Saul and he's poked it past Ronaldo just like that. Atletico Madrid race into a 2-0 lead. The worst possible opening 25 minutes or so that we could have asked for. Oh dear lads, it's so poor. It's absolutely gutting. The Stars, it's there trying, but can't quite get there before the foot of Saul puts the ball past him. Jan Oblak goes short for Jimenez. Into Montero. Now Sula. Back to Jimenez. Atletico have all time in the world, can take a very calm and centred approach to this fixture now. But Saul has different ideas and Luis Suarez is in behind. All the way over for Fabian with the bicycle kick, but it's gone out for a goal kick. A bit ambitious. Goes short to Nastasic. Oh no, he's scuffed it. Luis Suarez has the ball. He's brought it inside for Felix. Back to Suarez. Suarez now goes back to Felix, and Felix has made it 3. A nightmarish first half. You couldn't have asked for anything to go more wrong. But lads, we've got a hell of a job to do now. So at half time, I'm going to have to make some changes. Maiga is going to make way for Rabi Mitondo, who's been in great form toward the end of the season. Move that attacking midfield role up, put Mitondo on the left, Harit on the right, and Shaqiri in the 10. Sane is also coming on for Kabak because I feel a lot has come down at the right hand side of ours. And the second half is underway here as João Felix looks to charge very quickly. Sane fouling him, referee plays advantage. Llorente tackled this time by Sane, and perhaps there is a counter run. Shaqiri opts for Rakitic. Rakitic can find Matondo, unleashed for the first time. Matondo goes across for Supriya, but it's not going to reach him. It's not a great clearance. It might still be alive for us. Kolasinac does well to keep possession there. Rakitic wide for Furlong. Calm down, wait for the opening. We've just got to stay calm. Supriya gets it into Shaqiri. Shaqiri goes back to Supriya, but it's intercepted, and they'll be able to get this away to Suarez. But Nastasic is on him like a shot, and now they're coming back to them with Shaqiri, who tries to play Kolasinac in, but he's stopped. Rakitic has got to win this. Saul does. Kondogbia into Suarez. Here is Saul. Nastasic on him. Nastasic tackling Jorginho there brilliantly. And here is Rakitic again. We'll try and build quickly again. Ward-Prowse to Shaqiri. Over the top for Supriya. Heads it on. On the half volley. And Oblak makes a really good save. It is out for a Schalke corner. In it comes toward Nastasic. Keeper's come, but Nastasic has won it ahead of Oblak. We have one back. Istanbul is in effect now. It's going to have to be one hell of a comeback. And Nastasic starts us off. Oblak comes, but gets nowhere near it. And the big leap of Matej Nastasic, just bashing it down into the net. Oblak. Oh, he's really let himself down there, Jan Oblak. A throw in for Atletico. Kramaric back to Llorente. Kondogbia now. Saul. Oh, he's open here. Jorginho. Jorginho hits it near post, but Renault has to make a good stop, and he really does. Jorginho takes the corner short for Kramaric. Harit has apparently tripped him. Didn't look very much like a trip to me. But the ball's coming in here, and Llorente has nodded it on, but it is past the post. Time to make our final change then, and Castrati will be coming on for Rakitic. Harit into the middle, Castrati on the right, and we're going to push Shaqiri up to be more at the left side of attacking midfield there for the extra support. We've got to go for it now, but James Ward-Prowse, of all people, giving the ball away. Llorente can play it to Alvaro Morata. Sane's got to get over to him. Morata tries to flick it up. Cocky git. Sane having to do just about enough to keep him away. Here is Yannick Carrasco. Morata. Good job there from Salif Sane. He was there when we needed him most. He was brilliant there. And now Rabi Matondo has the chance to run at Kondogbia. Tries to get it across to Harit, but can't. He can't. Again, it's the square ball, isn't it? It's that final pass. Corner ball now, though. Ward-Prowse in toward Nastasic again. This time, Oblak comes and gets a hand. Brilliant from Matondo to win that one. Here is Matondo now. Sees James Ward-Prowse coming back from the corner. And James Ward-Prowse, in the 82nd minute, has scored. It would have to be him. The leader in this team. The best player in this team. James Ward-Prowse. Cutting across Oblak. With a lovely finish. It is 3-2. And there is time yet to make this an unbelievable comeback. A corner here from Fabian for Atletico. Come on, got to win it Furlong, and does, but he can't really clear it. Here is Carrasco, but Ward-Prowse takes it off his toes. He can play it to Castrati, who can get away from Jimenez with his pace. Castrati runs. Castrati's away. He's got to get the right pass in. He's trying to cut it back, but it's easily blocked by Jimenez and into the grateful arms of Jan Oblak. So disappointing there with that attack. And oh my word, Morata, what a ball through for Yannick Carrasco. Saul. Kondogbia now has the ball on for Saul, finds him perfectly as well, nods it across for Morata, who makes it 4-2. My word, what a delicious move from Atletico. It is now 4-2 and it is all over for us. We don't have 2 more goals in us today. We have tried, we have pushed, we have pressed, but the final ball in the Europa League Final of all times has let us down. I am gutted for the lads, but we have just been bested by a team that really should be fighting in the Champions League knockouts, not the Europa League Final. But after such a long, hard season, to lose it like this right at the end is so gutting. I mean, Harit, though, is not ready to give up the ghost. We have 2.5 minutes of injury time remaining, but we can't even keep hold of the ball at the moment. Sane doing just enough there. Kolasinac trying to blast it forward. Harit can't win it. There is no time left in this one. The lads, though, fighting, absolutely trying and trying. Castrati does enough. Here is Supriyaha. The ball could be through here for Shaqiri. Here's Xherdan Shaqiri, but he's blasted it straight at Jan Oblak. And the full-time whistle has gone on this Europa League Final. Overall, I'm so proud of how we've done this season. The lads have tried their best, done their best, always given me everything they've got. But on the night, it just wasn't enough against a truly good side. Atletico Madrid are the winners of the Europa League. Again, absolutely gutting. A sickening ending sight to this career mode. But ultimately we just weren't quite there. Overall in the season and today as well. We didn't deserve that trophy today. And it's only James Ward-Prowse, unfortunately, who has a worthy rating, but of course it would be him. What a phenomenal footballer. We couldn't quite clasp the Europa League trophy in the final. Very, very gutting way to end this series, but it is what it is. So now we're going to take a very quick look at the player stats and our season stats and see who our player of the season was before we say goodbye. So of course we finished third in the Bundesliga behind Dortmund in second and Bayern of course up top. I think we did really well, 72 points, 23 wins, 3 draws and 8 defeats. Scoring the most goals by a mile, 104 but conceding 53. 51 goal difference, which again is the best goal difference, but it was the games we narrowly lost that ultimately cost us. Who went down then? Hamburg and Dusseldorf and Cologne in the playoff. In terms of the top scorers in the Bundesliga, Supriyaha was joint top with the fewest amount of games with 20, which is great to see. Ward-Prowse up there with 16. He missed 7 league games, apparently, to James Ward-Prowse. Oh, I got him a bit further on, didn't I? I got him on deadline day, I think, and that was probably why. Mitrovich, 12 and 16, was doing so well before his season-ending injury. Matondo getting 12 and 24 as well, which is a great return for him. Onto the assists, it is Supriahar up top there, 13 and 26. Bujaleb with 12 and 23, he did very well. Then 7 apiece for Shaqiri, Ward-Prowse and Mascaral. Also Matondo getting another 7 action. All the way down here with 6 you have Harit and Castrati. Ben Arthur, Rakitic getting 5s as well. Looking at the clean sheets then, we are in joint 7th with 9 and 34 for Renal. Not too bad. Could have been better, of course. But I think ultimately that's about where you'd expect us to sit. I think it's a bit better than what I might have even expected, but it's nice to at least get in the top 10. Looking at the player stats then, it's 53 appearances and 15 clean sheets for Frederic Renal, 6.6 overall. He did enough overall, didn't he? I was pretty proud of him, bringing him in. I think if we were continuing on, we'd probably look to get a new goalkeeper, but very happy with him overall. Marcus Schubert, who was awful, to be frank. 3 appearances, no clean sheets, and a 6.1. I think Renal would probably move to backup keeper because Schubert is just not cutting it, is he? Kolasinac, 36 appearances, 3 assists, 10 clean sheets, and a 6.6. Very, very good. So pleased we brought him in permanently from Arsenal. Was great in both campaigns. Kerim Şanlıurfa, 8 appearances, a goal, and a clean sheet, 6.5. Really felt his way in to the team, maybe a bit earlier than he was ready for. Did do very well at times, especially that game he scored a goal. It was one of the DFB Pokal games you can see there. But very proud of how far he came in such a short period of time. Paulinho, 26 appearances, 2 goals, 5 assists, 5 clean sheets, and a 6.9. Another really good signing for this new season. Did very, very well. Was very, very pleased with him as well. Ozan Kabak, 44 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists, 11 clean sheets, and a 7. Now, honestly, if I was continuing on, I'd probably be looking to sell Kabak because he's worth so much money and he's not perfect for me. Matija Nastasic, 46 appearances, a goal in that Europa League Final, no less, and 13 clean sheets, 6.9. Probably the best defender for my money. I think in the first season he was a bit weak, but he grew and grew and grew and grew, and now he is, I think, the best defender at the club. Very pleased with him. Salif Sane, 30 appearances, 2 goals and 4 clean sheets, and a 6.9. Did well as a backup, occasionally was drafted in to start more often than maybe he should have done. He had some blinding games and he had some weak games, but overall did enough. Malik Chal, 18 appearances, a goal and 6 clean sheets, 6.7. Did well. He didn't play too many games at centre-back, was predominantly right-back cover for Furlong, but did enough. I'm pretty pleased with him. 38 appearances, or 1 goal, 3 assists, 12 clean sheets, and a 6.8 for Darnell Furlong. One of the true hidden gems of this career mode. I think he maybe cost, if I remember, about 2.5 million or something. Ridiculous how good he's become. Omar Mascaral, captain, 39 appearances, 2 goals, 11 assists, 9 clean sheets and 7.4. Pretty pleased with him. He worked his way back into the side after Maiga sort of took over his role toward the beginning of the season. But he did very well overall in the end, but he did get drafted out for that Europa League final match. Habib Maiga, with 45 appearances, 5 goals, 4 assists, 5 clean sheets and a 7.4, was a bit better for me than Mascaral. I like using him more. He's a much more fluid player. Just felt much more better to use. Big fan. Rabi Matondo, 42 appearances he made. Wow, 13 goals, 9 assists, 4 clean sheets and 6.8. Blinder of the first season from him. Was so good when he was used. And honestly, it's a shame that he didn't come in properly into the side until a bit later on into the season. James Ward-Prowse, 42 appearances, 18 goals, 10 assists, 11 clean sheets and an 8.1. Now, James Ward-Prowse might be the best non-attacking signing I've ever made in a career mode. I can't believe how good he was all the time. He barely misplaced a pass. He got so many 10s. He has an average rating of an 8.3 across 27 Bundesliga games. Madness. Incredible season from him. Ivan Rakitic, 35 appearances, 7 goals, 8 assists, 10 clean sheets and a 7.4. Very pleased for Rakitic to come back into this team, and he did pretty well too. Ultimately, I don't think that midfield 3 that I tried for the majority of the season worked. I think we lacked a little bit of cutting edge in the attack with it. But very pleased with Rakitic overall. Nabil Bentaleb, 5 appearances, 1 goal, 1 clean sheet, 7.5. He really got relegated to ultra backup. Maybe there was times where he could have been used a bit more, but I didn't feel like I had the room for him. Shaqiri, 37 appearances, 10 goals, 9 assists, 13 clean sheets and a 6.9. Great season from Shaqiri. Very pleased with him as well, how he came along. Converted him to an attacking midfielder because I wanted him to play the right side and then occasionally behind the striker. But very pleased with him overall as well. Good season. Harrit, 41 appearances, 14 goals, 9 assists, 9 clean sheets and a 6.8. Again, Harrit was a player that I was considering selling because of his value, but with how he came on with leaps and bounds, it would have been such a huge mistake, especially in the Europa League there. He got 5 goals in his 7 appearances. Very crucial to the side he is. Nasim Bujalev, 38 appearances, 9 goals, 19 assists, 6 clean sheets and a 7.3. So amazed with Bujalev as well. He came in and just really started to find his own in that number 10. It was hard to not play him at times, and he did very well to force out some of the attacking talent that we've got. Hatem Ben Arfa, 13 appearances, a goal, 5 assists, a clean sheet and a 6.7. Of course, he had an almost season-ending injury in the first friendly that he played in pre-season. Devastated by that injury, he returned and unfortunately was not there to be able to play any Champions League games, but did come back for the last few Europa League games, and I'm just pleased that he was able to come back because he's getting on now, and I was worried he may not come back and be the same. Can Bozdogan did not end up making an appearance. Lirim Kastrati, 43 appearances, 12 goals, 9 assists and 6 clean sheets and a 6.5. Bit of a harsh rating there on Kastrati. I think when he was good, he was very good, very explosive, but when he wasn't so good, it felt like he was never there, which is a bit of a shame. He is mainly about his pace, isn't he? But he's not a bad finisher too. Decent enough overall, but I would like that rating to be a bit bigger than that. Vladislav Supriyaha, 41 appearances, 33 goals, 20 assists, 11 clean sheets and an 8. Another blinder of a season from the young Ukrainian man. What a top player he is. Very pleased with how far along he came, but he couldn't do it all in the end, and unfortunately because of Mitro's injury, I think you saw him absolutely knackered by the end of the season. Matty Hopp, 17 appearances, 3 goals, 9 assists, 0 clean sheets and 7.1. I don't like playing with him. I feel like he feels very stiff and not great to use, but the 9 assists tells you something about the way he plays. And if I was going to carry on, I think he might be better suited to being converted to a centre attacking midfielder and helping provide the goals rather than scoring them. Ahmed Kutushu did not end up making any appearances this season. Alexander Mitrovich, 27 appearances, 15 goals, 10 assists, 4 clean sheets and a 7.6. Such a shame for Mitro, who was having an absolute worldie of a season. 12 goals in 16 Bundesliga appearances. Oh man, I think the season could have been so much different if we could have had Mitro to play in that final. I think we needed a big, battling, bruising attacker. But unfortunately, his injury really hampered us in the end. And finally, Benito Rahman played 2 games at a 6.3. Again, same with Bentaleb. He ended up becoming ultra backup and never really getting game time. So I think with all that said, with the highest rating in the team, James Ward-Prowse unsurprisingly picks up the player of the season, and if I was continuing on, would definitely end up being captain officially as well. And that is it then, guys. Thank you so much for watching this career mode. It has been a lot of fun to do, and I've really enjoyed doing something a bit different because I've always stuck with England and the Premier League or Northampton. I think is all I've done on the channel actually in terms of career modes. So it was nice to go to the Bundesliga and do something a bit different. It was a lot of fun. I loved growing the team, but now it is time to retire this career mode. I do have another really good, well, I hope it's a really good idea for 1 season career mode that I will be hopefully launching on the channel. What day is it? Tuesday. Possibly by the end of the week, maybe the beginning of next week, but we shall see. And also in the meantime, I have a sort of like an opinion video about FIFA 21 coming out. So I'd really appreciate it if you check that out as well. If you see it, it won't be very long. It'll be less than 10 minutes. So if you could check that one out for me, that would be really grateful, because that one, I really want to hear your opinions and your comments and see what you've got to say about that. So please do that for me. And so finally, do not forget to like and subscribe. And thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.